Recently, I have rewritten the OpenAPI Backend proxy demo application and the tutorial. Just upgrade all the configuration to the latest and upgrade the code to use the latest version of the light-proxy framework. So today, I'm going to record another video to show people how this demo can be performed, because a lot of people, they are asking the details regarding to how to set up the backend services, how to start 3 different instances, as well as how to configure the proxy server with externalized the configuration files. So today I'm gonna basically move all the configuration outside the application of the backend, as well as the proxy server, so that we have an externalized configuration file in the GitHub. People can check it out. So the first, we need to start the OpenAPI backend services from a light example 4G. If you follow the tutorial, you can generate this project from the specification file and the light codegen config file in the in the model config. The information can be accessed easily from the network NT GitHub repository. If you look at the specification, it can be found from model config OpenAPI Proxy Backend. Yeah. So here we go. You have a OpenAPI YAML. You can see we have 2 different paths. One is get data, the other one is post data. In the post data, we are using this key value component, which is defined here in the schema. You have a key and have value. Both fields are required. And you can see in the config file, we are listening to 8443 as HTTPS port number, and everything else is basically the same. You can use this command line to generate the proxy backend into the light example 4G REST OpenAPI proxy backend. So we've already generated this file, and you can see if you follow the tutorial, you need to update both generate handlers, get data get handler, and post data post handler, just to return some meaningful data along with HTTPS port, so that when you access this backend service, you know which instance, basically the HTTPS port number serving the response or the request. So with this introduction, let's go to the terminal. So now we are in the terminal, and within this network NT light example 4G REST OpenAPI proxy backend, this is the code for the backend service, and you can see we are using Java 11. We are using Java 11.0.5, and this is the main project. This project has already built. If you check out from the GitHub, it should be in the release branch. So you can see it's in the release branch, and you can use clean install -p release to build this project, to generate a file jar. If you don't use -p release, it will basically build a simple jar without all the dependencies package into the fat jar. So when we do the testing using command line, we rather just use a using -p release to build the fat jar. So once the build is done, you can start the server. Before we start server, let's take a look at where the configuration file is. So in the home network NT directory, we have light example 4G. So this is another repository, light config test. So within this directory, you have REST, you have OpenAPI, and you have a proxy backend. Within the proxy backend, you have 3 folders: 8081, 8082, 8083. If you open one of them, like you can see that we only have value.yaml, values.yaml here. And to specify, to basically override server.https port to 8081, 8082, 8083 in each individual directory. So the default one is 8443, which is override to 8081, 8082, 8083, so that we can start 3 instances on the same server. Let's close this and go back to the terminal. Yeah, previously we have the command line here already. So we can see this is the one we start the instance using the 8081 that config directory. So you can see we're using -d light4j config dr equal to home steve network nt light config test light example 4G REST OpenAPI Proxy Backend /8081. So when you do your own tutorial on your local computer, you might need to change this part so that using your local absolute path to specify the config directory. And after that, we are starting the jar file from target backend 101.0.0.jar. So let's start it. Okay, so previously I have the debug window started. So I'm gonna shut down the debug application so that we can release the port number. See here, we have this instance started in the IDE, so let's shut it down. Let's start it again. Now we have the instance started listening to 8081. It's good we just have a test on this newly started server to ensure it works. Let's try that out. You can see we got response back, and it's back from HTTPS port 8081. We are accessing 8081. So this is a GET request. Let's try to post a request. And you can see we got the response back as well. HTTPS port is 8081. It looks very good. Everything works. So now let's start another instance. Let's see this one. Okay, this one we are using the 8082 directory. That directory contains values.yaml to change the HTTPS port number to 8082. So let's start it. Now we have the server started. Let's start the last server, 8083. You can see we are using 8083, that directory, for the configuration. Okay, now we have 3 instances started. So this is the first step, and we can test, see if 8082 works or not. With the command line using different port number, let's test it out to ensure all 3 servers are up and running and all functioning. A0, A2, we got a response. The HTTPS port A0, A2. And let's try the A0, A3. Okay, it works. A0, A3, HTTPS port A0, A3. So now we are sure all 3 instances are working and they're listening to A081, A082, A083 on HTTPS and HTTP2 protocol. So in the next step, I'm going to start the light-proxy server and it will be round robin with the load balance for those 3 instances. So this concludes part 1 of this tutorial. Bye-bye.